The Kuchiya Seno, or Summoning Jutsu, is by far one of the most iconic and versatile jutsus in the whole of Naruto. First appearing in episode 17 of Naruto, where Kakashi used it to summon his ninja hounds to aid him against Zabuza. It's a common technique, as it is potentially the most used jutsu in all of Naruto. Before we delve into this, I just want to iterate that this video will only be exploring examples and concepts from both Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, no Boruto. I also would appreciate if you guys enjoy the video to like and subscribe, as we're currently aiming for 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Also, let me know in the comments if there are any key information that I missed. Anyways, let's get back into the video. The Summoning Jutsu is a technique that allows the user to instantly teleport either animals or objects to themselves. In the case of animal summons, users must first sign a summoning contract with whatever animal they want to summon. These animals can range from simple tadpoles to the Ninetales itself, as we've seen little limit to the potential of what creatures a shinobi can summon. There is also the fact that shinobi aren't locked into one specific creature. They seem to be able to sign multiple contracts. For example, Sasuke can summon both Garuda, the hawk, while also being able to summon Aido, a massive snake. Although this seems extremely overpowered, the jutsu does have its drawbacks, such as you can only summon creatures equivalent to the amount of chakra you use to summon them. For example, when Jiraiya was training Naruto, he at first could only summon a small tadpole, as at this point Naruto had very bad chakra control and couldn't channel his chakra very well. Therefore, the jutsu can be very chakra draining, as the size, power and quantity of the summons are dependent on the user's chakra. On top of this, the shinobi and their summon should have a good relationship, as even if the shinobi has the chakra, the summon has zero obligation to listen or do as the summoner says. Using Naruto as an example again, when he first summoned Gamabunta after using the Ninetales chakra, Gamabunta got so enraged that Naruto summoned him, he tried to kill Naruto on the spot. Only after Gamabunta tested Naruto, he gained a level of respect for him, and would help him in important situations. Furthermore, sometimes the summon can also choose to not be summoned and send a replacement. For example, when Jiraiya and Naruto both tried to summon Gamabunta when facing Orochimaru, Gamabunta sent Gamakichi and Gamatatsu in his place. The summons themselves aren't forever or invincible. A summon can disappear if they've either taken too much damage or too much time has passed since they were summoned. These are the basic rules and conditions of the summoning jutsu. However, there are a few exceptions. For example, if you have the Rinnegan, you have the access to the animal path. This allows the user to summon a multitude of different strong creatures with their own unique set of abilities. The Rinnegan also allows the user to trap these animals in a Genjutsu, where the creature will always follow what the user says. Pain is the clear example to showcase the sheer force of this ability. Like, look at his dogs for example. Bro literally gets stronger every time he gets hit, and each head he generates can separate into an own individual dog. The summoning jutsu isn't just limited to animals/creatures. The jutsu can also be used for weapons and tools. Honestly, there doesn't seem to be much limit to what people can summon. It just seems to be derived from the user's proficiency of the technique, which is just their chakra levels and control. For example, we see someone like Tenten use summoning scrolls to always have an arsenal of weaponry, while Hashirama can summon giant deity gates powerful enough to suppress the movement of the Tentales. This leads me to my final point of discussion, Edo Tensei, or the reanimation jutsu. Now, Edo Tensei could be a topic for a video on its own, and I'm sure many YouTubers have already created videos on it, so I'll try to keep it concise. So Edo Tensei is derived off the summoning jutsu. Although very similar, it takes a step further, and instead of summoning creatures or objects, it used to summon people, specifically dead people. Most iconically seen in the 4th grade Shinobi World War, where Kabuto used it to revive pretty much every strong shinobi previously shown who had died, forcing them to fight against the Shinobi Alliance. However, it was first used in the anime during Orochimaru's attack on the Hidden Leaf, where he summoned the 1st and 2nd Hokage to fight the 3rd. So the way to actually use the jutsu isn't as simple as the summoning jutsu, as there isn't a real way of getting a dead person to create a contract for one to sign. So the user has to get more, let's say, creative. Similarly to the summoning jutsu, Edo Tensei needs blood. But instead of the summoner's blood, you need a sample of the person you're trying to summon's blood. Though you need a living body. To be specific, you're not summoning the dead person themselves, but their soul. So to use the jutsu, the soul needs a body to take over. Once both the DNA and sacrifice are collected, you need to perform the ritual. This process seems very similar to the summoning jutsu, in which a scroll, and I assume the blood of either the reincarnate or the user, is smeared onto said scroll. Then a seal starts to surround the sacrifice. Then what looks like pieces of paper engulf the sacrifice, turning them into the reincarnate. At this point the sacrifice is dead and the reincarnation is now complete, meaning the body, appearance, abilities and personality is now of the reincarnates. Once the person has been reincarnated, the user has free will to do whatever they want over them. They can at any point choose to alter their movements, assign them any task, and pretty much do anything they want to them. The reincarnate is basically a puppet to its user. And let's say the puppets are overpowered. In Edo Tensei, the reincarnates cannot be killed. Every time they get hit by anything, they just regenerate. On top of being immortal, the reincarnates have also been stated to have what seems like limitless chakra. So not only can they just not die, they can also spam any jutsu they want as many times as they want. Furthermore, yes, there is more. If the cast of the Edo Tensei dies, the reincarnate doesn't. This pretty much makes it the strongest jutsu to ever exist, besides maybe Izanami and Izanagi. But that's a topic for its own video. However, Edo Tensei does have its downsides / weaknesses. One being, although the reincarnates are now immortal to physical attacks, they can still be affected by genjutsu. A prime example of this being Itachi using Koro Matsukame to break out of Kabuto's control. Also, insanely strong shinobi are able to resist or flat break out of the caster's control if they know the signs or if they're just Hashirama. Another issue with the jutsu is the soul of the people can only be retrieved from the Pure Lands, the equivalent of heaven in Naruto, meaning people trapped inside things such as the Reaper Death Seal are unable to be resurrected until their souls are retrieved. But those are just some very situational downsides to such a powerful jutsu. From what we've seen, the only true effective way to defeat a reincarnate is by sealing them away with a sealing jutsu. Anyways, that's been our video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Once again, I would highly appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe, leaving a comment on what other topics you would like for me to explore in Naruto.